raise your hand, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony about to give the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
I'm Joe Little, and I represent the plaintiffs in this matter. And I'll be asking you some questions. And if you should not understand me or you're confused by my question, you may just say so, and I'll try to clarify for you.
Okay.
Would you please state your name for the record?
Roseanne Morse.
And where is your official residence?
14720 Main Street, Alachua, Florida.
And what position do you have with the City of Alachua?
A citizen.
Just a citizen.
Oh, excuse me, let me clarify. I also serve on the Citizens Advisory Task Force for, I'm not exactly sure of the title, something to do with housing improvement, low-income, moderate-income housing grants. That's a volunteer position.
And you're a registered voter?
Yes, sir.
In the City of Alachua. Do you have any official relationship with Clovis Watson other than being a member of that board you mentioned?
No.
And do you have any official relationship to Alan Henderson?
No, sir.
And do you have any official relationship to Gene Calderwood?
No.
You know all these people?
I do not really know Mr. Henderson except for one encounter.
Let me rephrase the thing. You're acquainted with all these people?
Yes.
Okay. Are you personal friends with any of them?
No.
Okay. Now, whom did you discuss this deposition with in preparation for coming here today?
City Attorney Marion Rush.
Anybody else?
No, I don't recall.
Okay. You didn't discuss it with Mr. Watson?
No.
Or with Carla Henderson?
No.
Okay. And did you know that we did some depositions yesterday?
No, I didn't know. I knew some were coming up, but I didn't know who or when.
Is this your first deposition, by the way?
No.
Okay. So you're familiar with it?
Slightly.
Yeah. All right. And just to make sure that you understand this, you understand you're under oath in this deposition. Okay. You brought no documents with you, have you?
No, sir.
And I think I asked you, but I'll ask you again. You are a registered voter in the City of Alachua?
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been a registered voter in the City of Alachua? Roughly speaking, a few years or a short time?
I'm not exactly sure because I'm not sure when I moved. So I really can't say. It could not have been any earlier than 1998.
Okay.
Because that's when I bought property here.
But certainly all during the period of the spring 2006 City Commission election, you were a registered voter.
Yes.
And I'm not interested in how you voted or whom you voted for, but did you vote in the 2006 election?
Yes, sir.
And did you vote regular voting or absentee?
Regular.
Now, during the spring 2006 Alachua City Commission election, did you actively participate in either campaign?
No, sir.
During the campaign, did Clovis Watson actively participate or support either candidate?
Not to my knowledge.
During the campaign, did Gene Calderwood actively support either campaign?
Not to my knowledge.
Did you have any occasion to be in Alan Henderson's office during the election campaign?
No.
Did you visit the Springs Festival in downtown Alachua? I think it was on April 9th, Sunday April 9th, maybe other days as well.
I did not visit the festival. I have a property on Main Street, so I was in the middle of the festival, but could not leave my own property.
Okay. So you didn't have any occasion to visit James Lewis's campaign booth?
No.
Now, you served as a member of the canvassing board on the evening of April the 11th, 2006, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you remember who appointed you or how you became a member of the canvassing board?
Yes, I do remember.
What did you tell us?
Mayor Calderwood approached me at a Chamber of Commerce mixer and asked if I would be interested, and I said yes.
Okay. Now, did you receive any training about the duties and functions of the canvassing board?
Shortly before the election, and I don't recall exactly what date, I would say within 5 days of the election, the supervisor of elections and some of her staff members came to the city of Alachua and brought with them voting machines, 2 different types, I believe, of voting machines, and trained us on how those machines operated and demonstrated the fact that they had 0 votes registered and then they locked the machines.
Now, did you also serve as a person at the polls?
No, sir.
Okay. But as a member of the canvassing board, you didn't actually work with voting machines?
No, sir.
Or even read the numbers on the voting machines?
Correct.
More specifically directed to the functions of the canvassing board, was there some instruction as to this is what a canvassing board does and these are the laws that pertain to the canvassing board?
No, sir.
Who were the other members of the canvassing board on that?
Mayor Calderwood and the manager code enforcement.
And in connection with the work of the canvassing board on that night, were there any other city employees or officials that participated? I don't mean the people sitting in the public, I mean.
Mr. Henderson, who I think his title was Deputy City Clerk, seemed to be in charge of the logistics of things. And then there were 2 female employees who sat at a table in front of the dais who counted the votes.
Okay. And you did not know those female employees?
No, sir.
I suppose you might know them by sight now.
Possibly. Maybe not, sir.
I mentioned the name, I think, Tara Henderson a minute ago. Do you recall that the person with that name was one of these, or you just...
I don't really recall.
Okay. Do you remember what logs or reports or lists or documents that Mr. Henderson brought to the meeting and showed to the members of the canvassing board?
I was given a list of the absentee ballots, which I understood to be provided by the supervisor of elections.
Okay.
I think that's all.
And do you recall how well, let me ask this. Do you recall what time you came to the meeting?
So the meeting started at 8, so I came to the meeting at 8.
Okay. And do you recall how the ballots were delivered to you or to the meeting?
I don't know how they made it into the room.
And so you don't know where the ballots are or who was in charge of them before they got here?
No, sir.
I'm going to show you some documents and ask if you recall them. This one is called Plaintiff's Exhibit 4, and it's a 9-page document. And it's at the top, it's ballot accounting form, City of Alachua election, April 11, 2006. And I don't want you to vouch for the document, but just simply indicate whether I've accurately described it so far as you can